You are not late to AI. You are just looking at the wrong layer. Right now, the biggest AI systems in the world are hitting a physical limit, and most investors are looking at it through a keyhole. More AI means more GPUs. More GPUs mean more data centers. More data centers mean more cable. That is not completely wrong. Corning reported about $6.3 billion in optical communications revenue last year, up 35%. Meta signed a deal with Corning worth up to $6 billion for next-generation fiber. So yes, the build-out is real. But if your conclusion stops at cable, you are still looking at a $100 billion trend through a keyhole. You can see something, but you are missing the structure behind it. 3 things happened in 1 month that changed this from a technical conversation into a market event. March 2, NVIDIA announced long-term optics investments in Coherent and Lumentum. 2 separate $2 billion investments, plus multi-year purchase and capacity agreements. March 4, Broadcom reported quarterly AI revenue of $8.4 billion, up 106% year-over-year, and the company said the growth was driven specifically by custom AI accelerators and AI networking. March 23rd, Coherent and Lumentum are expected to enter the S&P 500. When all 3 happen in the same month, it is worth paying attention. Here is what the cable story leaves out. AI infrastructure has moved through 3 phases. Phase 1 was obvious. More compute by the GPU maker. That trade is well known now. Phase 2 was scale. Bigger clusters, more servers in the same room. That trade is maturing. Phase 3 is where we are now. And Phase 3 has a completely different bottleneck. It is no longer about how fast each chip can think. It is about how fast 100,000 chips can think together. Picture this. You put 100,000 of the smartest people on Earth in one building. Each person can solve any problem in seconds. But the only way they can communicate is by passing handwritten notes through a hallway that is 3 feet wide. It does not matter how smart they are. The hallway is the bottleneck. That hallway, in AI terms, is the interconnect. And right now, most of that hallway is still built with copper. At the speeds these clusters now demand, copper reach collapses, signals degrade, power consumption spikes, heat builds up. This is why the shift is happening. Copper is collapsing at distance, losing signal integrity, burning through power, and generating heat. Optical interconnect solves all 4 at once. Better reach, cleaner signal, lower power, less heat. This is not theoretical. This is physics. So the industry is pushing deeper into optical interconnect. Lasers, photonics, co-packaged optics, switches that move data at the speed of light instead of the speed of electricity. NVIDIA is already rolling co-packaged optics into its networking roadmap. Its own materials say these designs can deliver major gains in power efficiency and network resiliency. And this is moving from roadmap to rollout. The market is still calling it fiber cable. That is like calling the iPhone a telephone? Technically true. Completely misses the point. So where does the money go after the GPU? It is not one trade. It is a stack. AI CapEx flows into network switching. Switching drives demand for optical components. Optical components sit on top of the physical fiber backbone. 3 layers, 3 different risk profiles, 3 different timelines, and buy cable only captures the bottom layer. Layer 1, network owners, the highway system. Broadcom is the clearest example. Its Tomahawk Ethernet switch is one of the core switching platforms in AI data center fabrics. AI revenue last quarter $8.4 billion. And management said the growth was driven by custom AI accelerators and AI networking. Arista is the other major name. It builds the switches and routers that physically connect GPU clusters. Its largest customers are a handful of cloud giants. Total revenue hit about $9 billion, and the company said it exceeded its AI networking goals in 2025. For this layer, the key question is replaceability. Can you build an AI data center without this company's silicon or equipment? If the answer is no, that is a structural position. Layer 2, optical enablers, the engine parts. This is where Coherent and Lumentum sit. Lumentum reported over $600 million in quarterly revenue, up more than 60% year-over-year. Optical circuit switching backlog well beyond $400 million. And a new co-packaged optics order worth hundreds of millions, stretching into 2027. That is not hype. That is signed demand. Coherent is seeing the same pattern. Strong data center growth with guidance for continued acceleration through fiscal 2027. And there is a supply constraint underneath all of this. The specialized lasers these companies need are difficult to manufacture and concentrated among a small number of producers. McKinsey estimated a 17% shortfall in supply for 2026. For this layer, the key question is conversion. Is the backlog growing, and is it turning into real revenue? If both answers are yes, the theme is becoming an earnings story. Layer 3. Connectivity backbone. The roads. Corning is the clearest name here. Optical communications revenue grew 35% last year. The Meta deal alone could be worth $6 billion over multiple years. This layer is the slowest moving but also the most durable. Regardless of which optical technology wins, pluggable, co-packaged, whatever comes next, the physical fiber still needs to be laid. For this layer, the key question is durability. Does this company survive regardless of which technology wins? And are long-term contracts stacking up? So here's the full map. Layer 1 fabric routing, Broadcom and Arista. High velocity. Primary risk is customer concentration. Layer 2 laser generation, Coherent and Lumentum. Highest velocity. Primary risk is execution and supply. Layer 3 physical path, Corning. Moderate velocity. Primary risk is valuation. 3 layers, 3 risk profiles, 1 interconnect stack. Now here is where I have to be honest with you. Understanding the map does not automatically make you money. A correct theme does not guarantee a correct stock. And a correct stock at the wrong price is still a bad investment. Customer concentration. If one hyperscaler pauses spending, the earnings miss can be severe. Execution. Scaling laser manufacturing from low yields to high volume is genuinely hard. Supply capacity. Being the only supplier sounds great until your customer dual sources. Valuation. Some are already priced for perfection. And perfection is where most investors lose money. So let me give you the cleaner framework. Do not ask which cable stock to buy. Ask which layer of the interconnect stack you actually want to own. And then ask a second question. Is this a core holding something you want to own for years because the moat is wide? Is this a watch list compounder, a strong business you are waiting to buy at a better price? Or is this only a tactical satellite tied to a specific catalyst like an earnings beat or a product launch? That is the difference between understanding a theme and building a portfolio. And if you want one number to anchor all of this, start here. Lumentum said optical switching backlog is already well beyond $400 million. If that number keeps growing quarter after quarter, this stops being a theme and starts becoming an earnings story. Now you see the full puzzle. Most people are still holding one piece. After NVIDIA, the next opportunity is not cable. It is the interconnect stack. And inside that stack, some businesses look durable. Others are already priced as if nothing can go wrong. Because in AI, the bottleneck never disappears. It just moves. And once data can move fast enough, the next constraint is already forming: power and cooling. Data centers already account for roughly 4% of US electricity use, and AI is pushing that number higher fast. Power availability is already becoming a real constraint for new data center expansion. That is the next puzzle.